they said you're gonna perform for Luke, Lionel, and Katie, and I just jumped up and I was like so excited at that moment where I was announced as the winner. Just amazing. It was crazy, and I was just trying to prepare myself. My fifth grade teacher, she taught me how to play ukulele. Her name is Allison Faliolo, and I didn't like it at first. I started feeling a connection to music when I went home and I told my parents, I told my family I can play. They didn't believe me, so I wanted to prove them wrong. And when I did, they were just so surprised, and my dad was pushing me, and I really felt a connection when I did my first talent show in fifth grade with the ukulele, and I just loved it ever since. My dad inspired me musically through his like of music, right? His different genres that he listened to. And I grew up mainly on island music, but my dad introduced me to like country, like Keith Urban and George Strait and Dr. Hook, and a lot of different music, and opened up my eyes to all these different genres of music, and I'm just in love with all like country music is my favorite music. They really influenced me by mainly just by opening my eyes to different genres, right? These artists are just amazing to listen to, all these guys. And I say it a lot, but the island people call me country. Everyone else says I sound like island. To me, it's more like songwriter, yeah. And more like Jack Johnson. I love Jack Johnson, and I want to make music kind of like him, like leaning towards that way. But I also love country, so I'm like I'm trying to like see what I can do in between. So I auditioned last year, but I never made it, and that kind of bring down my confidence. After my dad passed away, I didn't want to do music anymore. My mom, she signed me up for Idol, never told me until like 3 days before the audition online. I just practiced hard because, she was like, do this one for dad, yeah? Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, cuz, yeah, I can. So I went, I did them, and I didn't think I was gonna, I kind of had a bad attitude about it because I didn't think I was gonna make it. But they said, you're gonna perform for Luke, Lionel, and Katie, and I just jumped up and I was like so excited. I called all my friends. I'm auditioning for American Idol, all this stuff, and yeah, it was just cool, very cool. I chose Monster because, my mom suggested it to me, and I thought it was a good idea, but it was hard for me to sing that song. When I went up there, I was initially gonna sing another song because I had other choices, and before I went on, like the day before, I was like, dang, I gotta do Monsters, because music was showed to me by my dad, and my dad taught me what I know about music. So it was almost, I dedicated it to my father. When I heard that song for the first time, it was like a year ago or so, or a year before my dad passed, so like 2 years ago. At first, I was like, oh, this song's good, but, because I didn't know what the song was about and all this stuff. And, when my dad had his kidney failure, I listened to the song again. My uncle played it in the car, and I just was crying. It was just a surreal moment, and I just learned the song. I got a chance to perform it for him, so it was cool. Like I had a chance to sing for him. My dad, he's a tough guy. He likes to lecture, but we just had a conversation. We just talked, and yeah, I'm glad I got to dedicate to him on Idol. Probably when my guitar broke, it was a very hard time for me. Like a lot of behind the scenes things were happening, and my voice was gone. So I was already frustrated. And just the cherry on the top, my guitar broke. And I just started bawling. And I was trying to keep it together. And right when they asked me, what happened with the guitar? I just started crying, yeah. I overcame that moment by just doing it, yeah. I kind of feel like it was a way of my dad telling me like I could do it on my own. Like if you notice in other rounds, I done it without a guitar. Because, I was just trying to break off from that and just let my dad know I can do it, right? I can do it on my own. And I still feel uncomfortable without it, but Yeah, I was just trying to change it up a little bit. I wrote songs, but I never really liked them, and I really started really writing songs like seriously when I made my first song called Dreams. I was just really fell in love with it, so I just kept going. I kept going. So I have a lot of songs. Some of them not so good, but it's just the process, right? And you just keep going, and the more you do it, the better you get, the more creative thoughts you have. So I just kept pushing it, and I just fell in love with it. All right, that song is a very good song. I love that song. It really resonated with me. One of the guys, his name is Fitz or Cisco Lauren. He wrote it and he helped me. He listened to my story. I've just got to give thanks to him because he really touched my heart, and he's just such an amazing writer. During our rehearsal and stuff, I was trying not to cry because it's such a beautiful song. Mm-hmm. And when I went to the finale, one of my buddies, Colin Style, mm-hmm. he was singing his single to us, and it hit me, and it just really got me in the mindset of like being sad, and I was trying to get out of that. But when I sang it on the stage, I was just trying to close my eyes, feel it, and not cry, because I know if I cry, I'm gonna mess up. On the stage, it felt like really good to perform it, and it's such a beautiful song. If you listen to the words, it says, "I'll be seeing you wherever I go, mm-hmm. and I'll be with you wherever I go." Right? It's almost like a conversation, right? Like I'm saying, "I'll be seeing you wherever I go," like saying to my dad, because wherever we drive somewhere and a place that my dad loved to go eat or something, we're like, "Hey, look, that's Dad's favorite place." Or my dad went to dialysis he had kidney failure, so he went to dialysis, and there's a spot like this close to our house. Every time we pass it, we're like, "Hey, look, it's Dad," right? "I'll be with you wherever I go." Mm-hmm. Saying like my dad talking back to me now that he's gone. No matter what happens, no matter where he goes, he's gonna be with me, in my heart and just in my mind, and just through the memories, right? It says, "All your wits, all of your laugh, your grin will stay in my heart, will stay in my mind, and stay in my heart." Yeah, and that's what it's about, yeah. That moment where I was announced as the winner, just amazing. It was crazy, and I was just trying to prepare myself. I say this all the time, but I was trying to prepare myself for whatever happened. No matter what, I was going to be happy, mm-hmm. because I didn't even expect to make it this far. And Megan, if she won, I wouldn't at all be mad, or anything. Even if anyone else won, because I'm friends with every single person there, right? I was trying to prepare myself, not to cry no matter what, you know what I mean? I just love Megan, and I didn't want her to feel bad for me if I lost or whatever. So I was just trying to prepare myself for whatever happened. I think the best advice that I had from the judges was Katie. She said I'm a great storyteller. So I try to focus on that throughout the whole competition, and kind of have fun with it a little bit, as you can see in the thing. Like I played a lot of reggae songs and a lot of Hawaiian music, and it was just fun. The kind of artist I want to be is just to kind of put out there and kind of represent for my people, and just for people that are too afraid or too prideful, you know what I mean? And they're scared to embarrass yourself or something like that. Just come and do it. If you love it, then come and do it, and do what you love. Don't let people tell you you can't do it. Mm-hmm. And just have fun. Yeah, just have fun. I'm working on a song right now, and I think it'll be a cool song. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all I can say.